front face and a nice hip. Woman, you're nice and energetic. Big ship on the ocean that be tight and woman, a nice front face and a nice hip. Make man flip and bust them lip. Woman, you're nice and energetic. Big ship on the ocean that be tight and it. Oh, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Yes.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. Hey, 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 welcome into Halos in the Infield. I will explain my get up in a few seconds here. But first of all, I just want to say hello and welcome to Halos in the Infield post-game show. Because if you watch that shit that I just watched, you deserve a gold freaking medal. At least one with chocolate inside. So you get some sort of satisfaction for your incredible endurance to watch this shit club day after day. Now, we are 2 games under 500, and I love the Angels, okay? I'm a passionate fan, as many as you are as well. I'm not, and you know, I'll call it when it's shit, it's shit. When it's good, it's good. And I'll be the first one to praise them. But I'll also be the first one to yell at them, too. I'm extremely frustrated because what I'm trying to do is you know how Oakland has a way of winning? Oakland has a way of doing things right. They don't do it with a stadium. They don't do it with the fans. We have 40% of their fan base that was there today was wearing red. That should tell you something. And those jerks don't show up till August or September. They really don't. Right now you get those cute little guys playing those bad drums that sound like bad wind chimes. That place won't fill up until August or September. And that's if they do fill up because they're pissed off that the team's going to Vegas. But on the field, Oakland does everything right. They could bring up no-name guys you've never heard of, and they'll pitch 7 innings like today. Sergio Romo, who sucks and usually is pouring gas on a fire, fits right in Oakland's mantra and works perfectly against the Angels. Everyone else, he gives up runs left and right. Oakland does everything right. They're hitters. They get a few hits. They had 6 base runners at one point. They scored 4 runs. Angels had 8 base runners, scored 0. We're shut out again. That should tell you something. When they put men on base, they move them. They like to move it, and that's what happens. They can get the runners over. The Angels can't. So why am I wearing this outfit? Why am I wearing a Bernie Kosar Cleveland Browns jersey? I obviously don't have hair, and this is a wig, and I'm wearing a fancy, smancy Cuban hat with no cigar. Why am I wearing this? Because I'm following the Angels' example. And what example is that, you may say? Inconsistent! This is an inconsistent outfit. They are an inconsistent team. We don't even have a consistent announcing crew. Think about it. We fired Darren Sutton for no reason halfway through the damn season. We brought in a guy nobody knows. We switch anchors all the time, and that's just the announcing crew. We don't know who the hell's on from day to day. Everyone's like, where's Matty V? I don't know. And then he just shows up for a series to talk shit about the only team that's on the field he's supposed to be talking good about. But in respect, though, at least he's got balls to talk crap about a team and address them how they are. At least he's got balls to point out that we're 2-7 against Oakland. At least he's got balls to say that we have not won our division. That's why we're not going anywhere. But enough about the announcing crew and my inconsistent outfit like the inconsistent team. How about Louis Renifo? Louis Renifo, people. A guy who should be a slap-the-ball hitter. You know, a punch and Judy hitter. A guy who's just trying to get on base, work a walk, slap a single, Hell, even put his arm out to get hit by a pitch. Anything to get on base. No, you're swinging for the goddamn fences every time. Oh, but when there's nobody on, I'm going to hit a little flare out to center field. Like you should be doing the whole time. You suck. You're batting 150, yet Madden's like, get on out there. You're the best. You go, boy. No. And then Madden's making all kinds of terrible decisions. Suarez, 73 pitches. He only surrendered 2 runs at the point. Let the kid grow. Let him try to get out of his own jam. 2 runs in 6 innings and you're just going to pull him? Why? 73 pitches. He was more effective than the Oakland starter. Yet you're just going to be like, okay, take him out. How's that teaching the kid anything? How's that teaching the kid, hey, work through your shit. You started your mess, finish it. Get out of it. Prove that you can do it. You did that with Sandoval. Is Sandoval much older than Suarez? No. There's no consistency. Even with Madden. He's not lighting a fire under any of these guys. None of them. And he's doing it again. And then, again, I've been trying to be patient and trying to say, look, let's give this dude a chance. But I started looking at Tampa Bay and their roster and what they had at one point when it was just Longoria. When they were trading away Carl Crawford and they were just bringing these no-name pitchers into the bullpen. No-name pitchers, cast-offs like Kyle Farnsworth. And they were bringing up guys up into a team that, you know, they had Jose Molina in his twilight years at one point in Tampa. That was their best catcher. He was winning with those guys. But why? Because they were actually doing what Madden was preaching at the time. I've heard some of you say it's passed him by. But then again, he's coming out saying, oh, we're doing stuff different. 1985 baseball. Where you get 2 guys on, you get a leadoff guy at second. You refuse to bunt him over to third in a tie game, in a no-score game. You're not doing the little things to get the guys in a position to succeed. And these guys who are not home run hitters, Ward and all these other morons, Goslin, are having launch angle issues. It's like, did they come from the home run derby? They have not adjusted their swing. They are still trying to rip it to the fence. You even heard Matty V the other day. Well, you got to stop swinging for the fence. Gooby said it. And Gooby's the most positive dude out there. Got to stop swinging for the fence, guys. Shorten up your swing. Try to go the other way. He's saying the same thing we are saying night in, day in, whatever out. We're saying it all the time. Yet, the Angels are playing like I'm dressed. Inconsistent. They don't give a funk. What's a fundamental? I don't know. That's their answer. I mean, come on. At some point, I would love Trout to just trash the locker room, preferably Oakland, and trash their locker room and just do something to be like, you know what? This is not the norm. I'm tired of this shit. I didn't sign my career away to the Angels organization, which I'm going to be a Hall of Famer for this team just to play like crap. At least if you're going to go down and you don't have the guns to do it, go down with a fight. Because if you look at all these games, some people will say, well, they are a shitty team. They have no pitching. They have no players. They're all injured. Bullshit. Look at all those freaking games they lost. How many times has this team lost 10-1? Tell me. Not very much. When they lose games like 7-2, 7-4, stuff like that, usually what happens is the Angels only score a couple runs early and just put it in and coast the rest of the way. And then the bullpen gets involved, and then Madden makes a terrible move, and then there you go. Like today. Why is Myers in a game where you're losing? Javi Guerra is just there to pour gasoline on the fire. We all know what he can bring to the table. So you knew by that time Guerra's in the game, it's over. And Oakland just does what Oakland does. Look at the Angels today. Before I get into the comments, because I got a lot to say, so bear with me. But think about it, people. How many times did you see Oakland take advantage of their own stadium? Take advantage that field is enormous compared to most other fields. And they sprayed the ball. They worked the infield. They played good defense. They used the foul territory. It seems like the Angels found the foul territory. They're like, oh, let's pop it up right here. They did everything against themselves. They had and I don't want to hear the umps. I know there's some bad calls. I know there's some strikes. You still got to score runs. You absolutely need to score runs. So, yeah, Ohtani was struck out on pitches outside. Yeah, there was some bad strikes called that weren't given to Suarez. Hell, the Olsen home run that he gave up 2 pitches prior, that was strike 3. But you got to battle through that. You cannot blame the umps. Yeah, you can say in certain situations, yeah, we lost because the umps fucked us. Okay, but I've heard enough of that. I really have. You got to work beyond that. Because, listen, again, this team does not get blown out very much. What happens is they lose a bunch of low-scoring games, one-run games, because A, they don't have the right bullpen. B, I mean, come on, we got Bundy, we got freaking Quintana, and we would have had Canning in the bullpen. You know what I mean? We got a bunch of guys we're pitching, and Bundy, Heaney should be in there too. This team is outrageous. The fact that they cannot do anything right. If it's something wrong that they could do, they go right for it. It's like when you tell your kid, stay out of the cookie jar. I told you once, I'm not going to tell you again. You eat your greens before you can have any kind of dessert. Stay out of the cookie jar. What does a kid do? Right for the cookie jar. And that's what this team does. You all play some fundamentals. Small ball. Pitch good. Stop nibbling. Right for the opposite. They don't listen. They don't function good. There's no fundamentals. There's no team chemistry. Madden got tossed. Who gives a fuck? He should have been tossed 13 more times before this. Oh, Matty V's like, oh, he got 3 times tossed this year. That's nothing. For the amount of times this team has been screwed by the umpires, only 3 times he's been tossed. In a game, you're down 6-0. You're arguing about a strikeout by Ohtani. Try arguing earlier in the game when it freaking mattered, when it was still 1-0. Then you argue. You don't argue when it's 6-0 because then the points, it's past everybody. Then you're just playing out the game. Why are we the way we are? I've seen all kinds of memes. Why do you continue to hurt us? You know, the office stuff. I'm tired of making fun of this team. I'm tired of being inconsistently consistent or consistently inconsistent. I can't even say it right. Because that's how it goes down. How I'm dressed is how they play. There's no unity in the outfit that I'm wearing. Nothing. Nothing matches. The hair doesn't match because I'm bald. The hat doesn't match because it's Cuban. This is a football jersey for a baseball show. Same on the field. Angels, if it's fundamentals, they run the other way. If you want to get a leadoff hit and everyone's like, yeah, Fletcher double leadoff. He's still at second, 1 out. Still at second, 2 outs, and there's a strikeout. That's what we're having to watch. While Oakland just says, oh, here's a flare to second over the second baseman's head. Falls in. Texas leaguer. Hit. Okay. Ground ball to the right side or the left, or we bunt him over. Get over to second base. Ground ball to the right side. Fletch can't get it. Squeezes through. Runner scores. The next runner gets to first. They do a hit and run first and third. Then a sacrifice fly. It's 2-0. Productive inning. Angels don't know fundamentals. They don't know good outs, productive outs. They don't do anything right. It's almost a miracle that this team is 46-48. In a good way. Because I can easily conceivably see this team almost at 60 losses already. They've pulled some shit out their asses too, where they shouldn't have won. But then again, you look at I'm telling you, they've had injuries, but you still got to be able to win. Madden won with a more inferior lineup than this. Inferior staff than this. He won. Because he got guys to buy in. Everything that he's preaching that he did in Tampa, he's not doing here. And I challenge anyone to tell me different. He's not doing the same shit he was doing in Tampa here. He's just not. They are not playing small ball. They're not making productive outs, and there are no fundamentals. That's my freaking rant for today. Let me get back here to some of these comments right here. I'm going to jump into the ones on YouTube first. The last by Randy, the last 2 Seattle series and now getting swept by Oakland has pushed me over the edge. Perry wants to talk about opportunities. He better be letting his fingers or better be putting his fingers to work. The Angels better sweep the Twins. They'll probably screw that up too. Michael Gibby says Randy Yaz is laughing. Nancy says frustrating game. Hilarious outfit. Thank you. The real sniper says it's time to sell, get rid of Cobb and Iglesias. They'll probably be gone. We couldn't even capitalize on A's errors. Yes, and Randy said in the comments earlier, 6 errors the A's could have made, and we wouldn't involve ourselves in any of that to make any runs up at all. We wouldn't take advantage of it. Rally Chris says 7.5 games back of Oakland. They're so annoying. Hey, it's football season, yet go Chargers. Is it? Bronson 13 says the Angels finally broke him. LOL. Yes, they have. I don't blame his frustration. Fucking sucks to have generational talent around us and barely hit 500 and can't score. Our starting pitching and hitting, if we stay healthy, was pretty good next year. Just fix the bullpen. Perry Bronson says, right to the cookie jar. Haha, there it is, right there. Ryan Ann says, well said. If they keep this up, I'm going to be a Dodger fan. Please don't say that. I don't want to lose any more of our fans to the Dodgers bandwagon because there are too many of those people out there, and I can't do it. I just can't. Dodger fans are too annoying. I'm sure you have family and friends that are, and I have so many that are, and I can't do it. I can't lose any more people. So please, for the love of God, go, if you're going to leave the Angels, go to any other team, but please do not put on the blue. Please do not put on the blue. I beg you. Let's see. Fitted Stack says, let's go Athletics. Good series, man. No, I don't think so, bro. It was one-sided. Screw this team, Mateo says. Vlad says, fire the whole fucking bullpen. Mateo says, let's hope that Madden ejection can fire up the team. I doubt that. Follow me. I have an Angels podcast, Vladdies. Well, we do too. Ramon Lariano is the Angels' daddy. He sure is, Ace. He owns us, and he owns us big time. I mean, he's got the whole like S&M chain around our necks. He's walking us down the freaking street. That's what it is. Let's see. Marsh looks happy. Angela says, I could never be a Dodger fan. Thank you, Randy, because then I couldn't talk to you if you did. I'm just kidding. Todd Rendon, Trout here. Now I need the beard going on big time. Fucking bullshit. Wasted my lunch at work watching this shit show. And Drizzle says, get rid of Joe. That will be a battle cry if this continues. I'm telling you, you cannot save your job if the team is playing this apathetic. I don't care what you have in place. I don't care what you thinking the team is going to be in the next year or two, but you cannot have an uninspired team walk out there night in and night out because your hard-earned money is going to this team, paying $10 for parking, paying like about, if you bring in a family for eats, it's at least $100 plus more for tickets, plus you're paying the ticket fees, all this other stuff that goes into going to an Angel game, spending your time there, watching it on TV, everything that you're doing to sacrifice as a fan. You don't deserve this shit. You really don't. And this is a team that's not the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're not a freaking team that nobody gives a shit about. People are very passionate about the Angels, and they put in a lot of time. We fill that stadium up for the most part, non-COVID variant bullcrap. You know what I mean? So there shouldn't be this kind of apathetic baseball being played in front of us. At least if we're going to go down, again, let's go down with a fight. Let's not just go out there and give the goddamn game away and just feel like we're never in it. That's pathetic baseball. It wouldn't fly with me in Little League. It wouldn't fly with me on T-ball, high school, or nothing if I was a coach. I wouldn't let that shit fly, but for some reason we're letting it fly. So no, change has to happen if this doesn't work out. And Drizzle says, looks like the Angels are going to be sellers. I'm right there with. I'm teetering, bro. I'm teetering because there's about like 10 games left. You got 4 with Oakland coming up here at home. If they really don't do shit against them and they really don't perform against Minnesota or Colorado, yeah, it might be time to pull the plug on the season of hope for the Angels. Get rid of Madden, Renifo, and half the pitching. And Drizzle says, why the hell is Renifo still on the club? I have no idea. OGS Sports Merch says, what does it say here? What's up with a wig? That's my inconsistent outfit. See, Kaplan, not a no-name. He's the first good pitcher Angels have faced in a while. What has he done on the stage besides what he's done against the Angels? I can't name you another start that he's done good against. Okay, because look, he's done stuff up in Oakland, but again, if you were to put Texas against him, I'm pretty sure Texas could put up 4 or 5 against him. But the Angels are just immune to that ballpark. Small ball is forgotten by the Angels. Yes, it is. Ace says, because Artie and Joe like him and Drizzle. Lewis says, I'm ready for football. We're going to start playing the Monday Night Football theme, I think. Randy says, if y'all wanted to know what being a Jets fan feels like, well, here you go. Man, I hope not. I feel for Randy too, because being a Jets fan and a Angels fan is kind of a curse. Best decision Madden made today was a fight with the ump and getting thrown out of the game. SoCal Nats fan. Yeah, but again, he did it way too freaking late. Renifo for Scherzer straight up. And Angel Laura says, I'd pull that in a heartbeat, but I don't think that's going to work. Danny says, same shit, different day, different year. And honestly, sucks to say next year will be the same. That's the freaking point. I don't want that kind of mindset for you, the fan, or for myself. I want to feel optimistic that we're going to do something. I'm not going to be Roger Lodge and be like, oh, we got this, it's 7.5 can be made up in one day. No, it can't. I'm not going to be that stupid and apathetic or just optimistic. I'm going to be playing it down the middle, and I'm again reserving judgment for what happens at the deadline, what happens next year. But I can also not argue the fact that you have that mindset, Danny. I can't because this is what the team has given you the last 7 years. It really has. Are you dressed like the oh no, we suck again guy? Yeah, that actually feels like it. Oh no, we suck again. Let's see. No one before God. Hector says Madden is Madden is hard on the C shit like Mike Social was with Jeff. I think God, what was that picture? It was not Weaver, it was somebody else. But he does have a hard on for C shit. Let's see. Madden had the player and coaches in Chicago since coming to Anaheim. He has no pitching and no coaches. Yeah, he has nothing right now. It's just all mashed together. Angry Todd Trotter here says, James says, I'm not sure, but the players will understand the meaning of Madden's ejection. Rendon and others were just laughing, looking out at Joe. Yeah, which is a good thing to see. Good thing to see. Rendon is he's got his head in the game. He's like, I'm getting paid, and Madden's getting ejected. He don't give a shit. Again, listen, when you pick someone to work at your job, what do? You like, and even in college football and college sports, they'll look at a person's personality. They'll check his criminal record. They'll see how he was. They'll interview his friends. And sometimes if you have a government job, they dig deep into your history. And they do a character profile. Why wasn't character profile busted on Rendon? Or was it just ignored? Did they know that he was this apathetic? Did they know that he had a vagina? Did they know that he doesn't care to make this team a better place by winning and showing some raw? Because, again, I would want players that are hungry. I want to bring players to Anaheim that are hungry, that want to win, that want to participate, that are rah-rah guys, that are, look, a bonus for me as a free agent, if I see a guy like, hey, man, that dude has a hell of a handshake. Did you see that thing that he does? He pumps up. I mean, it sounds stupid, but we're dying for some sort of camaraderie on this team, aren't we? We just don't see it. We just don't see it. Trotta here says Madden has to go. James says these are the cheap. Those hits weren't cheap, but the ones that were given up by Guerra. Yes, they were. That's because he throws meatballs out there. And Drizzle says, "Preach, dude. You've only said facts. Thank you." 714 says there is no excuse at this point for this season. It all comes down to the players. No one is held accountable. Mateo says, how can we expect Madden to have be successful if he doesn't have a reliable pitching staff? Well, then the hitting should be different, Mateo. How many games has this team not put up runs? How many games has this team pitched actually good enough to win and lost? So there has been your bullpen games. There has been your Buttercup games. I'll give you that. But there's been a lot of games where you just don't even show up offensively, and there's no excuse for that. This is a major league lineup. I'll challenge you. Put even the injured lineup we have together and put it against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And tell me, why is it the Pirates can score 7 runs off the New York Mets against Stroman, against a bunch of good pitchers over there? How is it that they can score 4 to 5 runs per game with no namers? Because they have a plan on how to do things. They play small ball. The guys will sacrifice. They put egos aside. They go to the right side. They hit the other way. We don't do that. We don't do that at all. And that's why we lose. So the pitching staff could be shit. We could still have Bundy throwing up on the field. We could still have Quintana not showing up whatsoever. But the fact of the matter is, if you have a consistent lineup or at least a way of doing things, they'll bail you out at times. And we can't even do that right. Randy Yaw says, I'm done with this huge contracts and position players from other teams. They get paid coming out to SoCal and they just relax and enjoy it and kick back. We always get players in their prime, or we always get players after their prime. What the fuck? James says, at this point, same old song, same old dance. A says, I really want to see a veteran yell in the dugout during the game. There has got to be a breaking point. But from who? I mean, other than Cobb, I mean, I don't know. Angels, you broke Rally Chris' heart worse than when he lost his grandma and uncle last year. Damn, that's going to be pretty bad. Just like the Jets, Randy says. James says, it's almost like the Angels should be moving and not the A's. Yeah, I agree right there. Meaningless ejection absolutely was. Don says, this is therapeutic. You're 100% right. This is ridiculous. I don't see us doing nothing this year. It's getting to the point where even I'm on the fence of just like falling off and being like, hey, you know what? I'm going to do the post games and everything, but it's not going to be like, hey, guys, we got this. You know, if we do this against, because I want to be real. I want to be real when this team just sputters out completely. I'm still going to want to have hope, but dude, God damn it. I was feeling good just listening, LOL. Angels are like that team, or a song Stained. Now you're here so far away. Yeah, that is a tough one. Dugout Talks is therapeutic for sure. Jeff says he's not he isn't running the team. I wish I was. Don says I don't think we're far. I don't think we're fair well against Minnesota. I just don't see it. It's hard to, right, Don? It's hard to sit back and say, hey, this team is going to turn it around. We got this. I don't see it either. I really don't see it. Now it's time, instead of for us to be so optimistic and say, hey, let's just get back into it, blah, blah, blah. Now it's time for them to show us that they deserve our hard money to go to the game. They deserve our fandom, and they deserve us to watch their games. Now it's up to them to prove it to us, okay? Because we gave them a pass for so goddamn long. I think at the end of this year, if this team is floundering past August 14th when we have our tailgate, wink, wink, that you guys got to come to, after the tailgate, if we're not wearing paper bags by that day and the team is out of it by then, I'm pretty much assured that I'm going to strike the rest of the season. I'm not going to go to another game if they're this apathetic after August 14th. I'm going to watch the games because, why? I'm a tortured soul, and I love this team. But I'm not going to spend my hard-earned money when the team is not giving me any kind of hope and not giving me any kind of play. Hopefully by then, even if they're eliminated, if they're showing fight, if they're in games and they're exciting, I'm going to go see them live. I just am, because I'm a jilted lover. That's just how it works. But if they're not showing any fight, come on now. Come on. If they're playing like they played against Oakland later in the season, I challenge any of you to go there with a smiley face, without a paper bag on your head, and walk in there truthfully saying to yourself and others that are with you, I really want to be here in Anaheim Stadium. I really want to watch this team shit itself. I really want to see this team not play with any heart. And I really want to see the opponent come in here and work our team like a cheap whore on a Saturday night in a crack-infested neighborhood. That's what I want you guys to say. And if you could say that with a straight face, then all power to you. Then you are truly a better Angel fan than I am. But everyone has their breaking point. And I think that would be my breaking point. Let's see. The team reminds me a lot of like the major leagues, and Artie reminds me a lot of the lady who. Okay, so Matt's referring to Cleveland Indians baseball when the major leagues, and I get his point. Except Matt, I wish your movie started, because right now it looks like the movie's going backwards. It started out good this season, and then in the major leagues it started out bad, and then they rally back, and it's kind of funny, it's comedy and everything else like that. And they get to the playoffs, and I think they ended there or whatever, right? But right now it looks like the Angels are doing even that backwards. They started out good, and it's gone ass backwards as we've gone further and further into the season. Adele says they are trying to be the Giants, but Madden seems like he's lost his touch. Shake my head, tear it all up, sign Mad Max, and all in on Colorado Cincinnati starters for a Hail Mary. I like that. So that's a good call, Adele. So who wins the bingo, Randy Oz says. We get merch coming if we still suck. Yes, we do. We're going to be giving out merch all year. So keep that in mind. And the winner of the jersey is someone who's already won a lot already, and that's Ace. Ace nailed it again. I checked the bingo cards, and she ain't lying. She got the bingo. So the first one, if you guys want to play another bingo jersey for a free jersey, then let me know. Otherwise, we'll just do another game for another jersey giveaway. She's going to be able to pick a 1986 jersey of her choice, either the batting cage, or a batting practice jersey, which is blue, navy, or she's going to pick a white jersey or the gray jersey, and of 4 players she has to choose from. So congratulations, Ace. You did it again. You got to go to Vegas at some point if you're this much of a winner, because she has been killing it. killing it. So the next one, she might have to sit that one out too. So whatever game we play, because she's winning all the games. Jeff says Madden is a puppet for management making some dumbass decisions. Lewis says this team needs help. I agree right there. Just wants to lose. I like what you did right there. Matt says, and then good rant today. Nats fan says Dodgers aren't going anywhere, Jeff, and I totally agree with you. Congratulations to the bingo winner right there. Shit is depressing, beyond disappointed, Don says. Kiwi says Loreno is better owner than Artie. Yes, he is. He actually makes things work. Matt says, if I can't be a Dodger fan, then I'll be a Yankees fan and a Red Sox fan. Wow. I hate we let our fan base down. They don't deserve this shit, Don says. Well, you didn't do it. They did. Manny says, I lose sleep over this team. I think we all do at some point. If this team is out of contention, real Trout and rest Trout and Ohtani. You might have to, at least Trout. And Ohtani, I would either have him do one or the other. I'd probably have him hit and just have him rest his arm for next year. Awesome Move 77 says, well, I've been a Padres fan for a while now, but also an Angels fan. Guess I'm going to have to resort to the Padres. Well, you know what? This is a good year to do it. I know a lot of fans that are San Diego and Angels fans, because when you go to Angels Padres game, they'll usually give you a fist bump and they'll compliment each other. You know, Angels fans and Padres fans, I've been to a bunch of those games, and they're some of the nicest fans I know. But they're not like that with the Dodgers, obviously, and nobody is, because we all hate them. But yeah, that's exactly how that goes right there. It's not rigged. She actually won it, dude. I mean, she won it straight up. So, you know, we'll have another game, and we'll probably exclude her. No offense, Ace, but you're just too damn good. Angels are allergic to the A's. Courtney checks in with currently crying at work. Man, you just have to change your logo on your Instagram or your profile picture to a crying emoji. I'm just sorry, Courtney, because they put you through the ringer like all of us. Mapadingo says, I agree with Mateo. No need to rush them back. Baseball season is over. Go Packers, Kevin. He's already going for that. Todd, start playing the Sunday Night Football theme. It may get that way. I don't know. This team needs. This team is like mashed potatoes. Jay Bruce says, I know our pen is bad. It feels like every time Madden goes to the pen and blows up, though some of the blame has been on Madden. Suarez was 73 pitches and let him get out of the jam. That's what we said earlier in the day, that you got to let your starters grow. You got to give them a chance to do what they got to do, and he didn't. He just was like, nah, you're out of here. And that's really rejecting, you know, that's hurting the team. You know, that's really hurting the team. I would love to see a natural leader surface on the team. Ace says, Nasty says, Kaplan has shut out Red Sox twice this year. Future ace in the making. Angels haven't faced pitching like that very often this year. Okay. Well, maybe I underestimated Kaplan, but I do know, bro, you can go up and down that rotation, and there's not really someone that scares you. Obviously, he's an up-and-comer. Okay, I'm wrong on that. I don't eat my crow. But what I'm saying is, again, you have the Pittsburgh Pirates scoring runs on DeGrom, scoring runs on the Cardinals pitching staff, scoring runs on other teams, and we can't muster any runs. And they have a weak-ass lineup, probably one of the weakest in the league. But they draw walks, they get on base, they move runners, they do everything fundamentally to score. There's no reason why we're in 0-0 games back-to-back. It's just no reason for it. Dugout Talk says Rendon is a mangina. Chris Swanky says Renifo needs to go, and Todd do stress, but that is his hair grow back in a couple hours only to lose it. Yeah, I grew my hair back only to lose it, and hashtag buttercup. That's pretty much what's going to happen to my hair, because I'm just going to rip this thing off. Elevate and celebrate, Jeff says. He says, I haven't said it to you since last night, but fuck the bullpen. We haven't won a game in a long time. It feels like weeks now. Angels are now 16-27 versus their division. And let that sink in real quick. They are 16-27. Let that sink in real quick. How in the effing world are we supposed to make or even think of the postseason? Again, I said it's a miracle they're 2 games under 500. It's a miracle they're even somewhat close to the wild card. Now they pushed themselves away. Just think about it, ladies and gentlemen. They beat Oakland 2 games in a row. We're sitting at 3.5 out right now, with 3 other teams ahead of us bunched together right in front of us. And we're right there, We are right there. So all the injuries, all the bullpen talk, all that crap is out the window because you're getting it done no matter what you got out there. So even if all the season prior to these games, they didn't do anything right, if fundamentally they did everything right the last 2 days, the Angels would be right there and there would be none of this talk today. But the reason why we're talking like this, the reason why we're pissed off like this, is because the exact opposite came. We went from 3.5 prospect to 7.5 out, looking like we're just floundering out there without a life raft in the open ocean, waiting for a shark to just eliminate us. That's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. And that's how quickly it could change. But in those 2 games, there was zero fight. Zero fight. The only ones who fought for this team were Suarez and Ohtani. They pitched their asses off. There is no reason they should have. Ohtani got a no decision, but there's no reason why Suarez should have got the loss. There just isn't. Rally Chris says, football season begins next month. Let's go. Can't wait for August 28th. Sorry, Todd, my Chargers going to beat your Seahawks. We'll see about that, brother. And you can have preseason all you want. I don't care about preseason. They could lose 60-0 every preseason game. I just want them to be healthy come start of the season. So I don't care about preseason. Bronson13 says, I wonder how Trout feels since he can't be there to help. Who knows where we are when he's healthy with Ohtani. Yeah, we haven't had a chance to see that. This team needs help, Lewis says. Mateo says, here's the Angels team. The score runs right now. They can't do it. I know I'm a fan of Madden, but I'm giving him a second thought, as you should. They haven't won a game since last Saturday, and I was there. We'll see. We got to put you back in the stands, Bedingo. Jeff says, we need Pete Rose-type personality. We need something, dude. Let's see. Thomas checks in with the team store is selling paper bags. Let's go buy some. Either that or we'll give some away. We'll give some Ralph's bags away or some Food for Less or even some Superior. Don Hammond says, I mean, it's starting to get to the point, even if we get Trout, Rendon, and Upton, we will make no difference because we will be so far out of it anyway. And that is the facts. Even if you get these players back, it's going to be maybe too late. Because you got to make up a lot of ground. You got to jump a lot of teams. You got to do a lot of scoreboard watching. And then Rally Chris says, let's see, he says Chargers versus Seahawks in the Super Bowl maybe. I don't know. If it happens, it would be nice. This time we got to run the football. Like Don Drysdale said to Dick Enberg when Dick's, and you just want to say Dick, by the way, was sad about the Angels losing. If the players don't care, then why should we? Right there, James. That's poignant. Ace says, how is having Upton and Trout back on this team going to fix the team if we can't pitch well? You know, even if we can't pitch well, if the offense can just get some consistency, unlike this outfit, if they could just score 4 or 5 runs per game, I'm pretty sure we win more than we lose. But that's just my opinion. Let's see. When are you starting a new game? Well, Yvette, let's since Ace just won today, I'm probably gonna give it a week since today's Tuesday. We'll probably start a new game. I don't know if we're gonna do bingo. I gotta talk to Fernando about it. If you guys like bingo, if you like how that went, we could do another bingo game. I'll do another promos to explain the rules again, or we'll just put the same one out there again, so that the new people that have come to the page. By the way, we've added like 500 people in the last 2-3 weeks, so that's pretty cool. We're pretty stoked about that. It's all organic, so we're pretty happy about that. So if you guys and girls catching on, you guys want to play the bingo for the free jersey, then yeah, we'll just announce it. We'll relaunch it again. If not, we'll play another game. I just got to talk to Fernando, but there will be another game. We do like to give away a lot of stuff, as you know, on this page. Keith says, I want these fans to be excited and full of energy, but how can you when you are rooting for a team that doesn't care? And it's true. Todd Bacino, Trout here says, since we can't win, we have to accept the fan bases will talk shit. Absolutely. You're right, Todd. This team has been worse than the Cleveland Indians in the major leagues movies. Only way to fix it is to get rid of everyone and start over. And it might be that way. Yvette says, go Packers. Damn, another Packer fan. It's okay, Courtney. I'm currently buzzed over the Angels. My pain levels subsided. I am recovering slowly. I just want to see my Angels win so I feel better. Mateo says. Fernando says, I don't give a shit about the sports, about other sports, only Angels baseball, and that literally is life for me, and this really sucks. Keith says, same here. Let's see. I'm an A's fan, but I respect your show. I appreciate that, the total package. Close friends with Stassi, so I show my respect. And total package, I've seen some of your hat stuff on there too, dude. So, don't even trip, man. I'm a fan of yours as well. And you know what, dude? Look, the A's are the A's, man. They do things right. So I can't really talk too much shit about them. You know what I mean? That's. I wish we had the same kind of animal of doing things. We just don't. Let's see. We'll see. Rally Chris says Trout's first game back, he'll hit a home run. Randy says, let's party hard August 14th. That's going to be our postseason. Hopefully so. We get the big turnout for the freaking kickback. I'm going to be promoting the shit out of that come this weekend, and we're going to be doing that every weekend so you guys can remember to come out to the Big A August 14th against the Houston Astros. We can make fun of them, make garbage sound. Because, look, if they're playing the drums at Oakland Alameda Stadium, we should be able to bang on some trash cans and make some noise and make those fools feel it. So at least if we're out of the playoff race by then, we can at least make them feel like jerks that they are. Damn, your hair grows fast, Todd. Yeah, it's all about the, was it Propecia or whatever that stuff is. Those guys are just collecting money. That's what it feels like, 714. Oakland can put us out for good. And before we come back to the Big A, Don says, Mateo says, if we get swept by Oakland at home, kiss the postseason goodbye. Tabora says, why are we hoping to get Rendon back? He doesn't do anything but get hurt. Then Rich puts me to sleep. Yvette says, and then Matt says, I know we are all Angels fans here, but we missed the playoffs. And that's the thing. We all are sad here. We all are sad. It's one thing to be jerks or funny about the thing, and it's okay to talk shit. It just really is. I'm not one of these positive guys all the time. I'll talk shit when it's deserved, and I'll also pump this team up like they're gold when they're really fool's gold if they just do their thing and they go down with a fight or they play hard to win. You know what I mean? I'm going to talk them up. You guys and girls have heard me on many occasions be a little too optimistic because I get caught up in the whole luster of them getting a 2-3 game win streak, or they look really good, or it looks like they're turning a corner. I think we've all been there this year where we're all turning the page all right, well, we don't need to look back at the bad bullpen. We don't need to look back at the lack of fundamentals. They're doing things right, and we're getting happy. And then we're thinking of the prospects of making the postseason and who we can trade for. And names start getting floated out there, and we get excited as fans. But then this happens. So I don't blame you either way. I really don't. August 13th is my birthday and the start of the Astros series. We'll come out on the 14th, Courtney, and celebrate with us something. We're going to find something to celebrate. Fuck Altuve, and fuck Altuve, Mateo says. Yeah, Altuve sucks, Fernando says. Todd letting his soul glow. Yes, my soul is out. I played that funk music in the beginning, and see, I got the Cuban hat on. There's the hair. It's like, it's matching the stash. And I wish this was my hair. I really do. I miss my hair. It tapped out. And you know what's funny? What is it? What is those two? Real quick, those two hair things. It's Propecia and it's what's the other one? God, it's that one famous one. Anyway, so I remember when my hair first fell out, and I'm like, damn it, I actually did try to save it after that bet that I lost, and I did try to save it, and I tried taking that stuff, and it literally, they told me I would have to take it for the rest of my life. And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, because if you don't shampoo your hair twice with that stuff, which is it's expensive, and you're literally spending thousands a year. So it's like, if you don't wash that and keep it in your hair, the hair that it grows, if you're not consistent with it, it'll fall out. I'm like, then what's the whole point? And it's like, it'll take out the hair around it. And the doctor's like, well, more than likely. I'm like, you asshole. So you came up with something that's going to make you dependent on it. And then it's going to also make your hair loss even worse if you stop using it. Yep, that's exactly what they did. And I did try it, and they were right. It made the hair loss go faster. So then I'm like, I got to try something else. There you go, Rogaine. Never try Rogaine. You have any family member, if you love them, respect them, just tell them to shave their head. Just tell them to get a wig. It's not worth it. Rogaine is the biggest sham out there. You can fix all these other diseases. You can come up with virus things and shots and whatnot. You could robotically repair a man's heart or give him a robotic heart at some point. All kinds of different stuff medically. But you can't fix a man's hair. That sucks. I mean, that sucks, dude. That is the one thing that these scientists have never fixed, and besides plethora of other stuff. I'm not, but come on, hair loss, come on. You got to be able to fix that by now. No, it's gone, right? So then last thing I'm going to say is I was offered Propecia, and Propecia is the worst because they say, hey, it works for 80% men. I'm like, wow, that's better than Rogaine. Is there any side effects? No, your hair is going to grow in. You don't have to worry about keep taking it. It's more of like a pill. You don't need a shampoo. I'm like, oh, okay, this might work. And I'm getting pumped. I'm like, yeah, just like the Angels, we might make the postseason. I might get my hair back. I'm happy, right? But then right when I'm about ready to sign off and get my new subscription to Propecia, they say, well, there is one thing. What's that? There's about a 60% chance you can become impotent. I'm like, see you later, doctor. I'm losing my hair. And that was it. I gave up on the hair right then and there. It's like impotent and limp or keep your hair. And I don't think women are just going to be satisfied with stroking your hair. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I was out right there, right then and there. So with that being said, I got a few more comments to go on here. You look like Gooby Todd. Thank you. It is Rogaine. Let's see. Not Viagra. Not Viagra. I don't think would work with that. I don't think you want to make a cocktail of Propecia and Viagra. James says, what if I have brother I hate? Let him use the Rogaine. Well, yeah, go for it. I really hope Cobb is breaking shit in the locker room as we speak. He seems to be the only one who cares. That's what we've heard. He's like the only leader on that clubhouse. I remember when the Dodgers and Angel fans were in unity against the Astros April 5th, April 6th. Yeah, that's not happening anytime soon, Ace. I think we're back against each other. Although I would really hate to be the Astros coming into Dodger Stadium August 31st. You better bring the Houston police and the LA police. That place is going to be nuts. Nuts. Trucker hat trivia for today. I don't even know. I didn't even get one. I know I promised one. There is no have us. I'm not going to read that one, Randy. You got that one from YouTube. I'm not going to read that one. But all right. You know what? Let me. This wig has fried my brain right now. So I didn't, because of the goddamn loss. I didn't freaking pull a question. I know I pulled the Terry Collins one yesterday, but let me do that. The trucker hat trivia. I'll follow it up on Monday. You won anyway, Mateo. You got that hat the other day. So what we're going to do is do a trucker hat trivia on Thursday when we come back. I promise we'll have two then, because I guess it's Wednesday. Yeah, we're going to have two then. Yeah, we're going to have two giveaways then too. So look, I'll give away two questions, I promise. And James, if you're still there, he'll hold me to it because he's Captain Trivia. Like, that dude doesn't miss on anything. So, James, remind me Thursday, trucker hat trivia. I need two questions. So, help me out if I'm struggling with that. Remind me so that I'm prepared. And then we'll have hopefully by then we'll have an answer on the new game. Congratulations again, Ace, to a super fan. She's been here since the start. She's freaking awesome. She deserves a jersey. And you can get yours as well if you play the next game, which we will announce. And check out our merchandise on Redbubble. We got a lot of Angels stuff right there. A lot of stuff that was created by fans, namely one fan, Randy, who is an ace at making stuff and designs. He's kick-ass, so we have that going for us. Check out Rally Chris on Twitter. Follow him there. Follow the Halos in the Infield podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. Check out YouTube. If you haven't heard, we did a interview with Kai Bush, and Kai Bush is the number 45th pick and a lefty. So go figure. He has Skaggs' number for the pick. He's a second rounder. We interviewed him and his parents, me and Fernando. Great interview, by far our best so far. So I implore you guys to please check it out and share it. It's good for any Angel fan going forward. Let's see. Rally Chris says, while we take on Minnesota 4 games, Oakland takes on Seattle for 4. Also, we hope that we sweep the Twins in Oakland and Seattle, split the series so we can gain a couple games. We'll have to see what happens there. Oh, God, not the Roger Lodge impersonation again. Too funny. Gotcha. What do you mean Roger Lodge is saying right now? Or what do you think Roger Lodge is saying right now? Let's see. Let me go to my inner Roger Lodge. Hack. I have to think I'm a hack right now, and that I've been fed a silver spoon to get my jobs in life, and that I've basically worked for nothing. I'm a no-talent hack, and I have a bad sunburn. No, suntan. I have a bad suntan, and most likely a wig as well. Let's see.
Hey, guess what? Welcome to the Sports Lodge. This is Tuesday, July something or other. Remember, these games don't count. It's early in the season. We have tons of games to go. And you know what? I got to tell you something. There was a goose egg on the scoreboard, but not in that hit column. Hey, James, can you play that hit by our boy Marsh, the caveman, a.k.a. Jason Worth 2.0? And then also, can you cue up Suarez just pitching a shutout before Madden decided to take him out? But we won't mention that because that was a good move, right? Right, James? As you're nodding to me, yes? Okay, yeah. That was a great move, James, because by taking him out, we gave up 2 more runs. And then I really liked that Madden put Guerra in to really put the icing on the cake. And you know what was great, James? The fact that we scored no runs and that we didn't even try to move guys over. That's Angels baseball. That's what you can learn on AM 830. Kids, when you're playing T-ball and when I'm giving you free tickets to sit in the upper deck to where it's so high up your nose bleeds, because that's the budget that I give, even though I'm supposedly a millionaire, I just want all of you to know that when you're playing the game of baseball, fundamentals don't count. There's no need for fundamentals. Swing for the fences. Chicks love the long ball. I'm Roger Lodge. I used to be on KTLA 5 till they realized I was a hack. And then they booted me. Now I'm back on the radio station, barely having a job because my brother is a good guy with Artie. He loves Artie, and I'll keep my job forever. That's right. And by the way, I don't know if you've heard, but I used to host a show called Blind Date. And that show was great. It's in syndication, so keep watching. This has been a show. Roger Lodge, AM 830. We're going to go. Hey, James, can you play about 30 more minutes of filler and then 5 more minutes of commercials? And then I'll come back and play replays. Thank you. And then we're going to talk UCLA basketball.
There's Roger Lodge. Sorry, I had a little elongated Roger for you, so yeah. Lodge is logic. So enough said. I think I've killed enough fans off on this show. I really appreciate everyone stepping in. This wig has really got me bugging out. I'm sweating like crazy, even though we got the AC on in here. It's just this wig is like super hot. Although I would love to have the problem of hair making me sweat. So to you and yours, to your family, to your friends, to all Angel fans out there, I apologize. I really do. I wish I was more positive. And I hope that you guys can enjoy today, the rest of today, tomorrow, and hopefully a W against Minnesota. So for ToddFox and everyone involved